Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is going to be my first gameplay of Modern Warfare 2's beta that just released for PC and Xbox. So I'm really hoping that it's actually going to be quite a fun few days for me personally playing this game. It's mostly unedited, but there is quite a few sections where I do cut just because in this game, since it's my first game on, I'm actually trying to mess around with settings to try and get clarity. But I noticed when I was playing that my game actually looked kind of ass. That's because I had a performance preset on my graphics rather than quality. So it's, it does look bad for this game, but it does get better, for future games. Now, maps. There's 4 maps in the game. There is the market. I think that's Mikado or something. That's okay. It's decent. Map kind of plays alright. It's a bit campy at times, but I'm hoping that that's sort of like a one-off map. You'll always get a bad map in each game. I'm hoping that that is kind of like the worst one, like of a bunch, because it plays okay. Hotel, as you see now, I think it's actually quite a good map. Plenty to do, plenty to run around in. Spawns aren't too bad, so I can't really complain too much of this map. Farm 18 is the best map on the beta, I would say. So plays amazingly, very quick. There's not much camping. You can only camp in that sort of the building with a balcony on it that you can sort of go through the basement of. I think it's also a B bomb site on Search and Destroy. And Museum, I hate Museum. I think it plays awfully. It's supposed to be a 3-lane map, but the map is so condensed because it's big that it's 2 lanes, and then you can't move around the map. The middle of the map is so open that if you run out there, you're an idiot and you deserve to die. But the biggest issue for me for this game is skill-based matchmaking. When did everybody become an absolute sweatlord? I'm running around. I play on PC, so keyboard and mouse, but I'm getting absolutely beamed across the map by the Hurricane, and how people can be so accurate on controller is probably a compliment for everybody, really, for shitting all over me. I'm not amazing. I'm probably better than average. But for me, skill-based matchmaking, after this one game that I had, has probably put me in like a high skill bracket, and that's just not where I should be. I don't have the PC to be amazing. I don't have an FPS counter on here, but my PC is like 7 years old at this point. I've got an i7 6700K and a GTX 980 Ti, and the minimum specs is a 960. So I'm just like barely scraping the minimum requirements to run this game. So this game might end up costing me like £500-600 to run to work, but we'll see how that goes. I might have to turn my settings down to low and try and go from there. But I just wanted to talk about a few things. Dead Silence, controversial topic for everybody that plays this game, every YouTuber. I would rather they put it as a perk. I know everybody and their grandmother has said that they'd rather put it as a perk, and that's fine. But they have to put it in a perk, but make it so that it is not 100% silent. That to me is so irritating, that you can get sprint upon with a guy with dead silence. Like, Ninja from the previous games made you so that you were quieter, not silent. Big difference there. And that you could actually have a chance to turn on somebody when they were sprinting up behind you. That's just my thoughts on it. But obviously, Infinity Ward, quite renowned these days for not listening to player feedback, and that's fine. It's their game. You just gotta live with it. At the end of the day, you're not. We're all not bloody AAA game devs. They know what's best. It's just that people are comfortable with one way. Minimaps, for example, that's another hot topic. Everybody wants the minimap to come back when enemies shoot. And I get it, it speeds the game up because you can go and chase those dots around, but it's different Just learn to live with it. I'm not being a bloody Infinity Ward shill by defending them for something, because there's quite a lot good with this game, but there's also a few bad bits, like every other game. Um, so yeah, limited weapons, fair enough, but everybody just uses the Hurricane, the AK-74, or the M4, and a shotgun is just secondary. That's it, 4 guns, and then they mod it to be different. So, you know, I know it's a beta, and that's fine to have limited weapons because you don't want to show off the whole bloody game. But it's just that it would be fun to have a few more guns, especially unlock that slightly earlier. It's a beta. Let people test stuff out. You can obviously move those unlock level requirements back. So yeah, just a quick little update on the gameplay. So I was actually using the Cinder M4. This is part of the Vault Edition pre-order bundle that you get. So you get to use it in the beta, not just the full game. So you get to test out how cool the attachments and generally how the gun looks in the Gunsmith. Gunsmith is just the same as MW 2019. Pretty goddamn good, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, got nothing to complain about there. As you can see, I'm kind of playing how Modern Warfare 2019 played out. A bit defensive, and it's still kind of like the best way to play. If you run out, the time to kill in this game is insanely quick, so you just get beamed. And headshot multipliers, you're dead in 2 bullets if you're not sort of paying attention to your surroundings. So camping could very well be quite a big thing again, as in the same as Modern Warfare 2019. And if that's the case, it's going to be a rough 2 years, because this game's out for 2 years before the next Call of Duty is. But let's hope that they can, even if they just tone down the TTK, maybe an extra bullet, maybe 2. That would be perfect. It's a little too quick. I'm fine with you keeping headshot multipliers to reward accurate players. It's just a little too quick. So yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. We're coming up to the end of the video. So I'm just going to let the video play out and hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, like and subscribe would be great. Maybe you'll be my first subscriber. Who knows? I might take over the world and be like Dr. Toxic, because I am literally the most toxic person on this game. I've already had a warning, but that was for 2038.